Okay, so now what we're going to look at, Phil, is systems to manage health and safety data and procedures on farm. And the first thing I think about, Phil, is safety management plan, also referred to as safety management system for a farm. So, Phil, can you elaborate on that and what that encompasses and what it looks like?
Yeah, look, the first thing I'll say about a safety plan or a safety management system is simplicity. You know, like I've seen in my role, I guess, over the years, some very, very complicated safety management systems, and you know, you open it up and you get lost on the first page. So for me, it's why would you do that? Because you lost people. So again, safe farming, we focus on simplicity. So if you can say it in a sentence, don't write a book about it. You don't need to. And look, the key elements of a good safety plan, I guess, first up is a commitment. So it's a commitment from the employer, basically saying that you know, we want to provide a safe workplace, safe systems of work. You know, we want to keep our gear in good nick, and you know, and it's all safe and safe for people to operate. Absolutely.
And if you're recording that data, you know, that you've trained your workers, you have a system in place for others coming on farm. If you've got a record of that training, you can use that data going forward. You can use that data in the event that you have a workplace incident and a WorkSafe investigator comes on farm, can't you? It's evidence-based, isn't it?
Look, absolutely, Stuart. Look, from a business perspective, the data and the information is absolutely critical, because if something does go wrong, in the eyes of the courts, if it's just a verbal conversation, it's all hearsay. And look, we hope we never need to use it in that context. But if something goes wrong and someone makes a poor choice and gets hurt, that's when our safety plan is going to be a critical piece of gear in regards to proving that those conversations are taking place when WorkSafe come along and start asking questions.
Absolutely.
And that's what we don't want.
No, we don't. And how many times have you heard, oh, it's common sense. It's just common sense. You and I have seen the ramifications of it's just common sense, haven't we?
Yeah, and look, and that's not to say common sense hasn't got a part to play either, because we all use common sense in most of the decisions that we make. But from a business perspective, and when you're managing people, if you use common sense to make a decision, or a worker uses common sense to make a decision, there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing that you need to be mindful of is if you use your common sense to make a decision and something goes wrong, then you've got to justify that decision you made.
Absolutely. All right, so thanks, Phil. You've got some reading to do that we're asking you to go and do. Work Health and Safety Act 2012. Have a look at section 47. It talks about consultation, coordination and cooperation. And I'm going to bring my next guest in. Corey, can you come in for me? This is Corey Spencer coming in. And Corey, would you like to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your operation here, just briefly, and the size of the farm and what you do here?
Yep, so we're cropping and sheep farmers at Bracknell, so we're in central northern Tasmania. We employ a couple of people, and we just basically run a lot of sheep and a fair bit of equipment. So we keep ourselves pretty busy doing that.
Great. Now, I know you've got a very good safety management plan and safety management system in place. Can you talk about some of the aspects and the importance of consulting with staff and coordinating your safety management system? Can you elaborate on that for us, and what that is, what you've done and what it means?
It's really simple, Stewie. It's 2021. All the resources are readily available. We've got the book you're holding in your hand has got all the answers. We've got a USB stick. It's permanently attached to our computer, or my computer. All the resources I need for any sort of safety plans are in that. We use it, well, I won't say daily, but we certainly use it regularly. It's a very well put together document, and and it all starts with the induction, which is really simple. We started out with quite a big induction. We went from 27 pages back to about 5.
Wow.
And so now it's really simple, and everyone, a lot of people say it's too onerous to do inductions and all that. It doesn't. It takes 5 minutes, and then you just follow it up with some toolbox meetings and stuff along the way. It's really easy.
Absolutely.
These
And
days.
I heard you mention toolbox meetings. So what Corey is doing as a part of that, he's consulting with his workers. He's giving them the opportunity to provide input, perhaps into a safety solution, or perhaps into just general tasks on farm that day.